Today we're going to take you to Zion National Park
for a short ride.
For a short ride. We arrived at Hurricane, and I was so excited to go to Zion that I begged you to take me that afternoon. So we rode, it was about 20 miles. We rode over into Zion just to check things out. And let me tell you, it was beautiful. My mind just never imagined that it would be that beautiful. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Very nice.
And especially beautiful on the back of a motorcycle.
You get a different perspective of it.
Yeah.
Than looking at
So today we're just going to take you on a short ride, and then I'll probably do 2 more videos of Zion, because we did some hiking. We did some really hiking. We hiked up to Angel's Landing.
Yeah.
And he probably could have done Angel's Landing, but we didn't have a permit. We didn't have a permit to do that. But we did walk up to the trailhead of the worst part of Angel's Landing. We did the Walters Wiggles up the mountain. That was pretty intense.
Yeah, it's not like it looks like from the picture.
From the pictures.
Yeah.
But those videos will be coming up in the next few weeks. So today, let's go for a motorcycle ride.
Let's go.
Let's go. We have just turned onto Highway 9 in Laverkin, and we're climbing this mountain. And when we get around this curve, you're not going to believe the beauty. And there is no way that I'm ever going to capture the beauty of this day to be able to show you exactly what we saw with our eyes. It is just unreal, the beauty in this area of Utah. For the past week, we've been at Cedar City, and Cedar City is about 50 miles from Hurricane, where we're staying. And there in Hurricane, we're staying at the Sand Hollow RV Park. But I wanted to wait to do Zion after we got here. And so we got to Hurricane today, and as soon as we got set up, I wanted to get on the bike and ride to Zion. So I convinced Ricky that we can just ride over and check things out. And so I want to go ahead and ride through the tunnel. There's a tunnel in Zion that's over a mile long. So we're going to do that today. So we do have our America the Beautiful Senior National Park Pass, and depending on the park, that has saved us sometimes over $30. So each time we enter, there's no fee for us to enter the park. So if you're a senior citizen and you don't have your Senior America the Beautiful Pass and you enter a park, you can purchase it here at the gate. So this afternoon we're going to drive Highway 9 that goes through part of the park and on across the mountains. Isn't this beautiful? road that turns here to the left is Zion Canyon Scenic Drive. During much of the year, this road is closed to tourist traffic. Zion does have a free shuttle bus, and the days that we hike, we leave the bike at the visitor center and take the shuttle bus to the trailheads. Well, we've arrived at the tunnel, the Zion Mount Carmel Tunnel. The construction of this 1.1 mile tunnel began in the late 1920s and was completed in 1930. You know, my mind can't imagine with the equipment that they had back in those days that they would have even tackled such a project to drill a mile through this rock. At the time that the tunnel was dedicated in 1930, it was the longest tunnel of its type in the United States. This tunnel is open to large vehicles on a regular schedule. The times do change with the seasons, and there is a $15 tunnel permit fee for the larger vehicles. And a ranger is posted at both ends of the tunnel to make it a one-way tunnel when the larger vehicle passes through. There are requirements for the larger vehicles that cannot pass through the tunnel. So if you're planning to travel Highway 9 going through Zion National Park and you're in a larger vehicle than just a regular pickup or a car or motorcycle, please do check the National Park website to check the list of those vehicles that are prohibited from the tunnel. Well, we've come to our second tunnel, but this is a very short tunnel compared to the mile-long tunnel. But just before we got into the tunnel, we had to stop and take pictures of some longhorn goats. Since the clouds are kind of rolling in, we've decided that we're going to turn around and make this a short ride today because we've got 2 weeks to enjoy Zion National Park. So we're going to go on ahead and ride back through the tunnel and down the mountain and our 20 miles back to the RV park. So we've got a lot of plans for Zion National Park. We're going to do some hiking and just going to take you on some more motorcycle rides. So stay tuned. Well, we've seen a lot of longhorn mountain goats today, and one of my favorite things to do is take pictures of the wildlife.
So we were there a couple weeks, and I think you were kind of getting tired of all the red rocks. So.
Yes. Between that and Bryce and the rest of them.
But if you have seen pictures of Zion, pictures just don't do it justice. And there's no way that I could capture in video what we saw. I have my 360 camera, and I've got some 360 that I'll probably include in some of the videos. But it was just so big, all the rocks, the mountains. It was like you were in a picture.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they make pictures of.
Well, out of all the national parks that we have traveled to in the last 2 years, Zion National Park has my heart. It is absolutely beautiful here, and if you're ever in Utah, do make plans to come to Zion National Park. Put that on your bucket list. You'll be so glad you did. See you next time. Thanks for watching.